Did y'all ever play Nintendo 64? Bro, when I was a kid, I remember 64. Mario Kart 64, Super Mario 64, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. Golden Eye, bro. Oh, bro. Oh, I can't wait to hop into this video. Let's go. Good, Dark Knight gang and it's stang, gang. I'm Neptune, aka Brandon Rashad. Bro, today I'm about to react to a video from Watch Mojo. This one right here is titled Top 20 Greatest Nintendo 64 Games of All Time. This is about to be fire. If you played Nintendo 64 as a kid, this is gonna bring back some nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? What games are you guys currently playing right now? On PS5, I just beat Ghost of Tsushima literally last night, so I need a new game to start playing on PS5. But anyway, I'm ready to hop into this video. Top 20 greatest Nintendo 64 games of all time. Let's hop on into this. Shout out to the gang. Everybody have a good day. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. Yeah, let's go.
Number 20, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards.
I never played Kirby. I only know Kirby from Smash, but I never played this game.
Kirby 64 may seem like more of the same, and while it
Yeah,
doesn't exactly break new ground, it does a great job at enhancing what came before. The franchise's cutesy, simplistic art style transitioned extremely well into 3D for the first time. While it's a bit on the short side, an endgame twist will make you happy to 100% it.
Oh, okay. Let me know if that game was good. Never played Kirby, so I don't know.
Number 19. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater
2. This one made me start skating when I was a little kid, bro. Oh, I remember this. I remember playing this game, and I told my parents for Christmas I wanted a skateboard. They got me a skateboard, and I was skateboarding, bro, because of Tony Hawk. Oh, that's crazy. God damn, this looks trash. We really thought these games were fire?
It was over the
Look at this.
That's not to say the first entry was bad by any means.
Look at the
That's
graphics.
just how good Pro Skater 2 is. An extra course, 2 for the N64 version, a lot more skaters, including the unlockable Spider-Man, and an awesome soundtrack infused with punk rock and hip-hop were incredible bells and whistles for the sequel. Number 18, Jet Force Gemini.
I didn't play this one.
Rare's work with the N64 is some of the best the studio has ever put out. But one game that never seems to get enough love is Jet Force Gemini. The story follows 3 survivors of the total annihilation of the Jet Force fleet at the hands of Mizar, an evil alien insectoid with an army at his command.
These graphics are disgusting.
It doesn't get much more classic sci-fi than that. Number 17, WWF No Mercy.
I didn't play this. Hit him with a stunner, man.
With the state of recent wrestling games, you'd be forgiven for dismissing them as cash grabs. But there was a time when players could look forward to them the same way as more traditional fighters. Despite graphics that weren't even that great at the time, WWF No Mercy is one of the best wrestling games ever. And what it lacked in technical fidelity, it more than made up for with stellar gameplay perfected over the course of THQ's time.
That's the Rocket Triple H, right? Yeah.
The game's single-player championship mode featured 7 different storylines, each of which would adapt to your progress and decisions. But it was also a multiplayer behemoth, with more than 60 playable characters and the option to create your own.
People's elbow! God
Number 16.
Donkey Kong! Okay. Donkey Kong 64 was fire, bro. Fire.
Rare revitalized Nintendo's Great Ape with the Donkey Kong Country series for the SNES. And although their journey
This game reminded me a lot of Mario 64.
into 3D came with a problematic amount of collectibles, it was still a journey worth taking.
Yeah, I love this game.
Well done!
Number 15. Star
Wars
Squadron.
I don't know if I had this one. I'm just a fan of Star Wars, you know? I've seen all the Star Wars movies.
Star Wars has enjoyed a healthy dose of spin-off video games over the years, and more
Yeah, I
than
didn't play
20
this.
years later, Rogue Squadron still stands as one of the best. Set between Episode 4 and 5, it follows a group of elite pilots led by Luke Skywalker as they combat the Empire across various encounters.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't play this. Especially if you just flying the whole time, because the game I had on 64 that was like this was Star Fox. If you know about Star Fox, nigga, you know about Star Fox, nigga.
We saved
Yeah,
another
nah, I
world
didn't
from
play
the
this one.
Empire. We did well here today. Let's go home.
Number 14.
Mario Party.
2.
Yeah, man.
To be fair, most of the games in the series are pretty fun to play, but Mario
Yeah.
Party 2 is often credited as the best for the improvements it made on the first and how every sequel followed in its path. And although there were 2 fewer boards, they were all more vibrantly themed, such as Western Land and Horrorland. Additionally, Nintendo offset the smaller board number with 15 more minigames than the first.
I remember this too. Ah, Luigi, you
Number
trash.
13. Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. No, I didn't play this. Oh, I did play this. I remember this. I remember this game.
It's been heavily overshadowed by the game it's a spiritual successor to, but Rare's Perfect Dark is at the very least the system's second best FPS. Set
Yeah, I
during an
remember
alien
this.
war, players control Joanna Dark, agent of the Carrington Institute, as she
Yeah.
attempts to stop rival corporation Datadyne from using alien technology to become all-powerful.
Oh, shit. I remember this level too. Never mind. But we was playing Perfect Dark 4
Number
players.
12. Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Although its multiplayer and track design isn't quite as good, Diddy Kong Racing is a great kart game, and it's still fun to play today. Number 11.
Super Smash Bros. This is when me and my family first got on Smash.
The
I
one
feel like
that
everybody
started
did,
it
huh?
all.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Smash has grown exponentially from its humble beginnings of only 12 characters and 9 stages.
Man.
But it's a testament to how good of an idea it was that the series has been able to grow into one of Nintendo's finest. The appeal of pitting Pikachu, Link, Mario, and other Nintendo characters against each other still seems genius today. Nostalgia-inducing and hazard-filled arenas would become strewn with death-ensuring items from Nintendo's history.
You
And because the
trash,
system allowed up to
Fox.
4 players,
Why would you do
Smash
that?
was an absolute must for multiplayer mayhem. Number 10. Paper Mario.
Paper the RPG game. I remember Paper Mario.
Although Super Mario RPG developer Square chose PlayStation as its 3D console of choice, that didn't mean Nintendo couldn't produce its own spiritual successor. And as it turns out, Mario makes a terrific RPG star.
Ah, of course.
The arts and crafts aesthetic would be a well that Nintendo would return to time and time again, and not just for Mario, but it's also helped this game age better than most on the console. Number 9. Resident Evil 2.
This one with Jill Valentine? I don't think I played this. I don't think I played Resident Evil
Bigger,
to
bolder,
Dreamcast.
and undoubtedly scarier than what came before, Resident Evil 2 is one of the best in Capcom's survival horror series. How Capcom was able to fit the game on an N64 pack while also offering better graphics and sound must be wizardry.
This is better graphics?
Number 8. Star Fox
Star
64.
Fox. See, this is what I was talking about.
You got an enemy on your tail. Use the brake.
You used to say that so much. Use the brake.
Star Fox 64 is one of the most important Nintendo releases,
Yeah,
let alone
man.
one of the best N64 games. It has some of the best graphics and sound for the system, featuring entirely voiced lines that would reach iconicism.
Go find your own target, Fox.
More
Falco.
important than how fun the
Knock
game
it
is to
off,
play,
Fox.
which is what it brought along with it.
Shut up,
The
Peppy, you
Rumble
little
Pack.
bitch.
Star Fox 64 launched with the peripheral, adding one extra layer of immersion that would lead the way for it becoming a staple in controllers.
This is Peppy.
Add
Oh,
on
system
branching
go.
paths and a cast of
Shut
memorable
up.
animal pilots, and Star Fox 64 is a gem. Number 7. Conquerors Bad Fur Day.
Conquerors Bad Fur Day, bro. I was so young playing this, man. My mom used to hate us playing this. You be getting drunk and stuff.
Both Nintendo and PlayStation heavily featured charming animals as heroic protagonists in the late 90s and early 2000s. And Conker's refusal to be what he appeared as was a brilliant course correct on Rare's part.
What's the money over here?
This nigga chasing a bag.
The Squirrel's adventure is packed with adult themes, hilarious violence,
Man.
alcoholism, and toilet humor that reaches peak absurdity when Conker fights a massive singing pile of crap.
Yeah, I remember
Each
that.
encounter is more insane than the last, which has helped the game earn cult status. Additionally, its multiplayer modes that call back to the campaign's chapters are also fantastic. Number 6. Banjo.
Banjo.
When evil witch Gruntilda kidnaps his sister to steal her looks, Banjo and his backpack-loving friend Kazooie adventure through the dangerous worlds hiding inside her castle.
Look at Grunty, she's a beauty. I'm much prettier than Tootie. Oh, you are mistress.
Number 5.
Mario
64.
Yoshi was cheating. Yoshi was the fastest. I always pick Yoshi.
When it comes to multiplayer madness on the N64, it's almost impossible to top Mario Kart 64.
Of course.
A significant
Ain't
step
no
up
game.
from the SNES entry, the Kart Racer
Ain't no
became the
game better.
game to break out at sleepovers and family gatherings alike.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone can pick it up and play it thanks to its simple control scheme. Though its frantic items and near-perfect track design kept us coming back for more so that we could dominate our friends. Number 4.
GoldenEye. We used to play Mario Kart a lot growing up. Me and my brothers and my sisters and my cousins, we would just be playing Mario Kart on the weekends and stuff when we were kids. That's nostalgia. GoldenEye too. I remember my older brother used to play GoldenEye. I would play too, but I was real young. My older brother and my older cousins used to play GoldenEye all the time, and I would be beating them, bro. I swear, we were playing 4 players, and I'll be pew 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 pew. Yep.
We did say Mario Kart 64 was almost impossible to top. When looking back at GoldenEye 007, it's strange to think about how much of a juggernaut it became.
I'll take
consistent.
GoldenEye over
Released
Mario Kart.
2 years after the
I like
movie it was based
GoldenEye
on,
better.
the FPS's famous multiplayer was added last minute without the higher-ups at Nintendo and Rare being aware of it. It was entirely groundbreaking at the time, when the genre was mostly seen on PC. The single-player campaign was still fun, but we lost countless hours spraying bullets at our friends in the game's now celebrated maps.
Of course.
Number 3. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
You better have Ocarina of Time before this one. But Majora's Mask is great too. I love this game.
While it wouldn't reach the financial or critical highs of its predecessor,
Of course
Majora's
not.
Mask is still one of Nintendo's most unique releases.
Yeah,
Set
it
in the
was
twisted
fire.
land of Termina, Link was tasked with stopping the masked Skull Kid from crashing a terrifying moon into the land below. It was also loaded with side quests that showcased the surprisingly deep and often troubled NPCs. With themes of loss, heartache, familial bonds, and fear, Majora's Mask is an exceptional game. Number 2.
Super Mario.
64.
He gonna have Legend of Zelda as number 1. I would too. But Super Mario, man, great game.
When it comes to platformers,
I love
there's
this
simply
game.
no beating
Well,
the
I
king.
love
Super
this
Mario
game.
64 launched alongside the console and yet delivered a pristine 3D experience that many would attempt to copy. No longer were we tasked with reaching the end of a screen. Challenging objectives in sandbox worlds, each of which begged to be mastered, has led to a speedrunning community unparalleled.
I love how he described that, bro. I guess it's true though. I guess this would be the first Mario game to where you can really explore the levels and you don't just have to hurry up and get through them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even peep that. But yeah, we were able to explore all the levels in this game and just go around and try to get different stars at different locations. You know what I'm saying? But still, it can't touch Zelda, not in my opinion.
Number 1. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Navi.
In the end,
Hey!
how could it be anything
Hey!
else? The release of Ocarina of Time is still one of the biggest moments in video game history. It didn't just successfully transition the franchise into 3D, although it did that in spectacular fashion, but it showed that video games could be more than just a series of levels strung together. This was a world that felt lived in, a story that needed to be told, and it's an experience that any player can cherish. Its dungeons are also incredibly engaging, its locations now historic, and its innovative targeting system has forever changed the way we interact with video game environments. Ocarina is one of Nintendo's crown jewels on the N64 or any other system.
This make me want to go play. Bro, that video was so fire, man. It just brought back so much nostalgia. It makes me want to go play some of those games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what game I'm about to buy on PS5, but I'm definitely about to buy a new game right now. Like I said, I just finished Ghost of Tsushima, so I need a new video game. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this video down in the comments. I basically gave my reaction throughout, but Legend of Zelda, for me as a kid, I love that game. Ocarina of Time, I probably beat that game, I don't know, maybe at least 5 different times in my life. And I would always try to go through and get as many hearts as I can get. I would try to get all the armor. I would try to literally do everything I could in that game because that's how much I love that game. On Mario 64, I never tried to get all the stars. Like I think you only needed like 70 stars to beat the game. And so on Mario 64, I would always just get the number of stars you had to get in order to fight Bowser and beat it. Like, I liked the game, but I still just wanted to beat it. But Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was the first game that I really fell in love with. And I was like, I want to explore and try to get everything. I want to get all the items. I want to get everything that I can get in this game. All the hearts. And ever since then, I think that's when I fell in love with video games. And that's why I love one-player video games to this day. I don't really play like sports video games because they all the same. All they do is update the roster. You know what I'm saying? I love a story. I love putting myself into the game. And Legend of Zelda was the first game I was able to do that to. And so that's like the best game for me ever. But that's why I still love one-player games to this day. My favorite games, let me know what some of you guys' favorite games down in the comments. Do you guys like this series called Mass Effect? I really love this series called Mass Effect, bro, because the story is dope. Anyway, look, I'm getting way too hyped. Everybody have a great night. Have a great day. This was a great video. Watch Mojo. Thank you so much for a great video. Most of these games on here I knew and I had and I played, except for maybe like 5. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I have most of these games on here. All of them were fire. GoldenEye, psh, man, if you didn't play GoldenEye, bro, nigga. But I will say this. That's for like our generation. Or even like my older brother's generation, really. Because I was just really young playing. I think it's really for them. Our generation is more so PS2, you know what I'm saying? Dreamcast, when I was a kid. Xbox. Xbox is my generation, bro. My generation is PS2 and Xbox. Like, Nintendo 64, that's when I first was getting into it when I was a kid. But my generation is Xbox. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Ooh! Now, that's really my generation. Even though, like I said, Mario 64, all of that got me started with video games. Nintendo 64 got me started with video games. Nintendo 64, nigga, I was like 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was really young. But what the video games I really remember are the ones on Xbox. Soul Calibur. Grand Theft Auto, nigga. Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Shout out to the gang. Everybody have a great day. This video was so dope, man. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.